What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. 5:21 in the morning, and it's 47 degrees here in the shop on Wednesday. Yes, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow we're doing a rooftop unit replacement. On Tuesday, January 21st, 2026. See those zone valves right there that we have on our Mikey Pipes Philanthropy HVAC Training Center board right there? Well, yesterday, I was prepared to replace a zone valve under warranty because I just installed it in September of 2025. And picture this, folks, real quick, and then we'll have coffee. Picture this, a multi-family residence, 4 floors, including the ground floor, 3 thermostats, 3 zone valves, 1 circulator, 1 boiler. And the customer's complaint is that the first floor apartment isn't getting hot the way it should. And he wants us to replace a zone valve because it's under warranty and he doesn't want to pay anything. I was prepared to replace a zone valve. You know what I'm talking about, folks, but let's have some coffee. Yesterday was a great day. It really was. And what made it even better is that our new hire, I already gave him a raise. Yep. I already gave him a raise. Ain't that pretty freaking extraordinary? I'm normally kicking him out the door, right? I normally am. You guys know me. You can't bullshit a bullshitter, right? If you know, oh man. If you know your shit, right? Then you can move mountains here. And that's exactly what our new hire, our new plumbing technician is doing out in the field every single day, leaving no stone unturned. So therefore, he already got a 12.5% raise of his salary. Folks, oh my God, it's so good. Folks, just hear me out. At least I am not talking to you with my mouth full of food. Let's keep it real. I am not talking to you with a mouth full of food because that's just very disrespectful. Or that could be you're so comfortable where you hold nothing back. We're not mentioning any names, but you all know who I'm talking about. With his hours-long daily uploads. Oh, yesterday, and we'll talk about the guy who wanted the free zone valve under warranty because he couldn't even afford to replace a relief valve that was actively leaking in September when I was there to install the zone valve. Yesterday, I got an email from Mr. Seaton. Check it out. Joshua Seaton in... I think he's in Washington. Seaton Heating and AC. He sends me an email yesterday, 607, sorry. Mr. Mike. Wow, Mr. Mike. I didn't really think I'm that wow, Mr. Mike. I got a customer near me that is elderly and her husband recently passed. I don't know, if I passed, my wife would probably be ecstatic. She would probably be like, woohoo! Fucking rich! Right? So I'm sure, whatever. She actually broke down crying while I was there because she isn't used to making these decisions. Shut up! It's 5:30. That's my wake-up alarm. That's when all else fails. The 5:30 alarm takes over. And that's my granddaughter plunging the toilet. See, like Mario and Luigi. I will supply everything, but the equipment, if you can get a 2-zone ACIQ ductless or single-zone ducted. 2 tons will do it. Like I said, I will take care of all the labor and everything else if you can come through with the equipment. And I go, and I just saw this. Oh no, he wrote this on January 13th. That's right, I'm sorry. January 13th, so a week ago. Oh, I feel horrible. And I said, hey, sorry, I just saw this email. Let me know if you still need equipment. And he wrote back, I can get equipment. No, sorry, let's take it back. So on January, hold on. On January 13th, wash down with some espresso. Let's start over. Last week, Josh emails me, elderly customer, client, husband recently passed, she can't make any decisions. I wrote back last night, 1933. No, 4:30. Oh man, I'm all over the place. Hey, I'm sorry, just saw this email. Let me know if you still need equipment. So he writes me back a couple hours later. What can you do, sir? And I wrote back, I can get equipment. And he goes, okay, let me check, make sure she's still in the same position. I'll check with her tomorrow. Thanks in advance. So the hot penny and Nicole over at ACIQ, we have potential philanthropy issue that we need to resolve. We have maybe a client in need that is in Washington. I know New York is closer to Ohio than Washington is to Ohio, but let's make moves together. And I gotta tell you, folks, the ACIQ systems, man, they can't even keep them on the shelves anymore. They're flying out the door. They have sold so many of these systems in 2025 that I think we're gonna break Medea in 2026. I really think we're gonna break them in half. And it's hard to break those fucking Chinamen. You know it is. I don't think they can keep up with demand. And you know what that means, folks? We're going to get even better pricing. That's right, folks, even better pricing. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to aciq.com/Mikey Pipes. Tell them I sent you. They'll give me an attaboy. I got 2 more pieces of rye bread left, seeded rye bread with butter. So let me tell you the story. Yesterday, we go to end the video. I have not dropped it on YouTube yet. I'll probably do it tonight or in the next couple days. We arrive a little bit early. I call the homeowner. He goes, listen, I'm outside. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. And it's like 10, 15 minutes early. So we're like at 7:45 in the morning, 7:50 in the morning, right? He goes, yeah, I'm up. I'll come down right down. I was like, perfect. So I go in there, and one of the first things he has, like, you guys guarantee the work, right? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, well, you replaced the zone valve, in September, and it hasn't worked since. Yeah, how many times have you heard that, folks? It's been 6 months, and it hasn't worked since. And now you're waiting, 5 months later to call? Come on. So we go to the first floor. The thermostat's set for 72. It's reading 62, and there's some heat coming out of the baseboard, copper fin tube baseboard. And all the louvers are open. So we go up to the boiler on the top floor. 3 zones. I feel all the supplies are all hot. I feel the returns. The return for the first floor is like, but the other ones are hot. And the zone valve, there's no resistance. So we know it's functional. It's working, right? So I look at the boiler. Boiler pressure is high. And there's a slight drip on the relief valve. Slight drip, which got worse once I tried to fast fill it, right? Expansion tank is shot too. Right? He thinks he just needs a relief valve. No, you need an expansion tank and a relief valve. So he goes, I was like, listen, you have air in the system. This is not, this is not a recall or a non-billable or non-billable service call. This is, more problems that you're having with the system that is not under, the labor of workmanship that we offer for 24 months. It's not. He goes, well, you should make sure it worked. Like, sir, and I have it all on video, and I basically let him have it professionally, yet stern. I'm like, listen, and at the end of the day, I say, you know what? No problem. I'm going to take care of this for you this one time, but just don't call us again. He goes, whoa, what do you mean? I was like, we left in September, right, because you didn't want to approve a relief valve change, right, and maybe other work as well, right, when I replaced the zone valve head for you. Just the head, not the whole body, okay? You had an active leak on the boiler, and now you have air in the first floor. And you think that I should come back here for free, and that my time is free, and then I should just make this go away. I was like, I'm leaving now, and the relief valve is still dripping, right, like it was in September, but you have more work to do. Well, okay. So I was like, you know what? No problem. Today's free, but moving forward, we have a $115 trip charge, and our labor rate is $275 an hour, plus parts. So it's to your benefit to replace these things now. Oh, I gotta save up the money. I don't have a tenant in the first floor. Not my problem, right? Not my problem. Just like yesterday, I got an email from a client that had and it's a commercial property management type of company. Yesterday, I have a client, they have a balance of almost $7,000 that they have been carrying over since December, right? And when I got off the plane from St. Thomas last week, checks should be on my desk. And they weren't. So Friday, when I was sitting here, first day back at work from a 2-week vacation, I sent him an email. Hey, your account is delinquent. It's past due. Where's my money? I was like, oh, checks were mailed out yesterday for all outstanding invoices. I was like, great, thank you for your prompt response. Yesterday, I get one check, right? And it's for a couple $100 under $2,800. So I email him, like, listen, you told me last week that a check was being sent for all outstanding invoices, but you have 5 outstanding invoices, but only 4 were paid. The largest one, which is over $3,000, you decided that, I'm not going to get paid for that? I was like, I need to know immediately what the status is of the outstanding payment because your account is delinquent and you're still asking for more service at the properties. They wrote back, check being mailed out today. Now, I don't normally operate like that. I am a COD, cash upon delivery, or cash upon completion, payment upon completion of that service call. I don't care if we have to come back and get parts. I'm taking a deposit that's going to cover the time, labor to date, travel expenses, and that part. And when we come back, we're going to get paid for the completion of that service call. That's how I operate. You don't want to have money on the table. Let me give you a very good example. 1 second. Year-to-date revenue, right? It's 6 figures. It's January 21st. What does that tell you, right? Open invoices, $4,800. And of that $4,800, $3,913 has been due from beginning of December. But sometimes you got to take the good. Oh, holy shit! And that remaining balance equaling that is from the same exact client at a different property. That is crazy. I couldn't have set that up, even if I tried. I'm not that creative. I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to say to you folks is that if you Do a job. I don't care if it's not done yet. You have to go get parts. You have to, a special order, whatever it is. Get paid. Secure payment. Don't wait to the last minute and go, okay, your bill is $547.22. Oh, well, can I pay you next week? No. No. Do I look like fucking Wells Fargo or JP Morgan Chase or Morgan Stanley or Schwab? Do I look like a fucking bank? No. I'm just a plumber and HVAC guy. Right? I am not a bank. You want financing? Put on your credit card. You don't have a credit card for that? Well, we offer financing, but it's not in-house financing. Apply on our website. Go to synchronyfinancial.com on our website and apply for a card. You're in a business, we have commercial lending options as well. Go to pipedoc.net, go to that little thing about us, and you'll see it right there, financing opportunities. And select if you're residential, commercial. I got both options. I am not the bank. So if you run a service call, you need a new inducer assembly or control board, whatever it is. Sir, ma'am, I've completed my diagnosis. As you are aware, that diagnosis and trip charge was X amount of dollars. I've verified that you need a new widget. Unfortunately, there are thousands of different types of widgets like this. I carry a few in the truck of the most common ones. Unfortunately, that's not that common for you. I have to order this part for you, right? The part costs X amount of dollars. Okay, we take cash, debit, or credit card upon completion, and financing options are available on our website at pipedoc.net. For larger major purchases, but if you want, as long as it's $1,000 or above, you can use a financing option on our website. I was like, in order to proceed, the part costs this much. I need a deposit of X, and we'll order the part. I'm going to send you an estimate in my CRM called HouseCall Pro. I'm just saying that because we'll send you an estimate for your review and approval. Do it while you're there. Don't just tell them the price and Send them, especially if it's a $100 part, $200 part. Yeah, I get it. Just do whatever you're going to do. But I like to keep things consistent. If they need to order a part, or if we need to order a part for a client, let's send them an estimate. HouseCall Pro allows us to do it. I'm sure your CRM, if you use ServiceTitan or whatever it is, Jobber, all this other nonsense, I'm sure it does do. But send them an estimate with the deposit amount in there. Send it to them. Get the approval. Get the payment for it. Have a nice day. Come back the next day, tomorrow, a few days from now, whenever it is, with those parts, and get the job done. Easy peasy, folks. Easy peasy. Don't leave money on the table. Now, one last thing, folks. I haven't pushed this in a while because I've been on vacation, but we don't have that many left. We don't have that many left. We're at 122 of the Mikey Pipes version 2.0 2025 posters. Right? Every single one that is sold, 100% of all proceeds go to my nonprofit, the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy charitable organization, where we provide free or low-cost plumbing, heating, cooling services to those in the community who can't afford to hire a professional. $42.50. I'm going to put it in a mailing tube. I'm going to give you a bunch of stickers. I got a few different types. I'm going to give you my card. I'm going to give you a magnet. I'm going to give you more stickers. I'm going to send you so many stickers that you're going to choke on it. $42.50. Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal. You want to send me a check in the mail? Fine. Gold bullion, bearer bonds, loose diamonds. I don't care what it is. Whatever you send, I'm going to send you a poster as long as the value is $42.50 or greater. You'll get a tax-deductible donation receipt if you want to write it off on your taxes, because we are an IRS 501c3 charity. That was a lot to say. Thanks for watching. See you later. Get to the next one. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.